Money FM 89.3. Best of breakfast. Mind your business. Only on Money FM 89.3.
Welcome to Mind Your Business. I'm Ahmad Akhtar. Now, AI has been moving fast, and until now, most of the big breakthroughs have come out of places like the US and China. But something exciting is happening right here on our sunny shores in Singapore. Touted as Singapore's DeepSeek, a new AI agent called Agnes has just been unveiled, a major leap forward that puts us on the global AI map. At the heart of this breakthrough is SapiensAI, and the co-founder of this company, Bruce Young, who's the visionary company behind Agnes, with a mission to democratize cutting-edge AI while grounding it in ethical, locally relevant intelligence. Bruce and his team are changing the way we think about what's possible at home. So let's find out how Agnes came to life, what sets her apart, and what this means for the future of AI in our region. Bruce, good morning. How are you?
Very good. Thank you, Imad.
Yeah, thanks for coming on to talk about this exciting new development. First and foremost, why have you called this product Agnes?
Agnes is like anagram of agents, and agents is a Latin name of agent. So if you look at agents, you change the letters in a bit, it becomes Agnes. And it's a very cool girl's name. So
very interesting.
Putting them all together, I think it's catchy, and it does have the meaning behind it.
Fantastic. So to set the tone of today's chat, can you talk to us about the state of AI interest and adoption here in Southeast Asia and the trends that you see shaping up this landscape?
So first of all, the entire Southeast Asia is one of the fastest growing region in the world. However, it's pretty much underserved by the big players like OpenAI or Google or Microsoft. Their major market is not here just yet. So that left us with a lot of great opportunities, especially if we talk about, language, context, ethnic. There's a lot of things we can do to cater the market better. Yeah.
Okay. In 2019, Singapore unveiled the first national AI strategy outlining plans to deepen the use of AI to transform our economy, thereby showcasing how serious the government is about it.
Yep.
And back in 2023, 2 years ago, Singapore launched the Singapore National AI Strategy 2.0 in our ongoing pursuit of setting the pace. What are your thoughts on this strategy, the meaningful shifts it's creating for startups like SapiensAI, and how it sets the stage for regional AI leadership?
Yeah, if you think about it, the core economic drivers for Singapore used to be trade and finance. But for the next maybe 10 years, for the entire world, the national competitiveness will definitely be driven by the major indicator of AI. So that's why you see US and China is already undergoing the process of race. And we definitely see this strategy as a very important step for Singapore or the entire Southeast Asia to compete globally, and this is an opportunity that we should not miss.
Okay, let's come to SapiensAI then. It's Singapore-based, focused on developing intelligent systems that are both locally grounded and globally scalable. Tell us a bit more about SapiensAI. How is it aligning itself with the national vision, and what are the most immediate opportunities?
Yes, first of all, Sapiens is a homebrewed Singapore AI company. It's actually incubated by the AOS GREAT program. It's built by the top researchers from AOS and a lot of industry leaders. We are building the next generation's AI workspace and community. We definitely see that this is a huge opportunity. It's something that I would say once in a lifetime opportunity to develop a huge and potential company for us.
Yeah. When was the company founded?
The company is actually founded this year. We have our beta launch in April, and Agnes is the 1.0 is just launched 1 month ago.
Okay, so tell us all about Agnes, how it works, and some use cases.
So the problem which we see is a lot of fragmentation in today's AI tools. Like when you do search, you use Perplexity. When you do measurement of nodes, you use Noble LM. You do deep research, you might use maybe DeepSeek or ChatGPT. There's not one tool which can unify all these different functions together. And what we do with Agnes is we use agentic workflows to put together all these different functions with a shared context and memory, and it's locally tuned for the culture and language.
Okay, so perhaps provide a couple of examples, real-world examples of use cases that people can dive into.
Sounds good. So consider if you're an investor, you want to do some due diligence after you getting a lot of information from a company. What Agnes can do is gather a lot of information from online and from your own database and knowledge base, and maybe coming from sources of thousands, hundreds of to thousands of sources, and put a report in like 5-10 minutes. If you like it, you can also ask Agnes to output a stylish PowerPoint based on the report which you do.
Okay.
Yeah. Behind it is actually multiple agents. You can think of it as a team of experts doing each of the specialized tasks, and there's one team leader to orchestrate this entire process and put in this final report for you.
Yeah, I'm just curious to know, that sounds pretty fascinating. Curious to know behind the scenes how much effort or blood, sweat, and tears went into this project. Okay. The Agnes AI development process and how you were able to design it to execute such complex tasks with high-speed precision.
Awesome. Thanks for this question. So if you want to learn more about the details, there's one orchestration agent. You can think of it as a team leader. And what this agent is doing is to divide the task and send to each of the specialized agent. And each of the special agent is connected with multiple tools through a process called MCP, Model Contextual Protocols. And each of the agent is doing things like document, search, PowerPoint, Excel, design, and deep research. So the process of working together with agent is human will request for task, and the AI agents will coordinate and work together to execute the task in a workflow process. And the major milestones, the agents have to come back to the human for feedback and acknowledgement. And once human approve the process, the agent will go through the task execution again. So it becomes a loop of iterations. So this is how the agents behind the scene are doing the task for you. Yeah.
Bruce, one of the biggest concerns about AI right now is something known as hallucinations, incorrect answers delivered confidently. Right. How is Agnes managing that risk, especially in critical business use cases?
Yeah, that's a very good question. So we have a multiple level of safeguards. Starting from at the ground level, we use a technology called RAG, which is Retrieval Augmented Generation. Basically, all the information you get output by AI is grounded by dictionary. The dictionary is provided by human.
Right.
So that's number one. Number two, what we do is called multi-agent cross-verification. So that means AI will check for each other for the output. They will make sure that critically, analyze the information and make sure that they agree on each other. That's the second part. The third piece is called human in the loop. So at very critical steps, we need to involve human in the loop to make sure that the result can be verified by human. So what we do here is provide citations for each of the output. Humans can connect into the citation. It could be a website. It could be your own database. You can check the results of where the AI gets the information from. Make sure that this is verifiable. Yeah, this is how we reduce hallucination. Despite the way, none of the AIs can reduce all the hallucinations. But what we do here is make sure that if there's anything, if you suspect there's any hallucination, you can check very fast. That's how we solve the problem.
Yeah. I'm curious to know what the feedback has been from businesses that have trialed Agnes, especially given the diverse array of competition that you face.
Yeah, I don't think the competition is a problem because, as I said, the region is slightly underserved. That's number one. Number two, we see this as a huge opportunity. It's just something that we can't really miss. The entire $10 trillion SaaS business could be potentially replaced by AI for the next 5 to 10 years. So for now, a lot of early adopters, early users have given pretty good feedback to us because we were able to provide a tool for them to combine the functions from Perplexity, Noble LLM, maybe also ChatGPT's deep research. And we not only stop here, instead of gather information for them, we are also put in a process of execution. For example, we can put up nicely report in HTML format, or we can output a PowerPoint, which is very stylish and it saves days of work into 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah. Are you interested in targeting specific sectors out there, or are you industry agnostic?
Right now, it's industry agnostic. Right now, actually, we're mostly serving consumers. So you yourself can try it out. But down in the future, we're actually mostly focusing on the workspace. So a team of workers, employees, they can share the content, they can share the knowledge base, they can share their memory through using our app. And we want to combine all the functions into one unified interface so that you don't have to switch your context fragmented use of different tools.
Yeah, you mentioned the fragmented use of different tools. Gemini, for instance, known for integration with Google Search.
Yeah.
Copilot integrates seamlessly with Microsoft 365. Perplexity stands out for its real-time search and ability to provide data-backed answers, whereas Agnes, as you rightly point out, consolidates all of these and more.
That's it.
How difficult has it been to get investor interest, given that there's so many tools available already out there? How do you convince them that this is the real deal?
First of all, just like how Grab enters the market and, replace Uber, we definitely see that, the local interest has to come from the local investors. And definitely, if you look at the Southeast Asia, is a very diverse market in terms of multilingual, multi-ethnic, multicultural, and it's mobile first. So it's definitely different from the other markets like China, US, India is holistic, single market. So we do have the capabilities to serve this market by customized for each of the localized markets. And we also have shown to the investor that this is huge market. Even if we're not the top 5 app in the world, if we're like top 20 in 5 years, globally, we're already a $10 billion business. So the growth and the potential is huge. And we are very early pioneers in the market. We already received a lot of investor interest from the region, but our focus is not only to getting the investment. We want to build a real app for the region, make sure that our customer like our app. This is our major focus at this point.
Yeah, fair enough. You're here for the long haul, not just for the short term. Final question. Obviously, Bruce, you've spent a lot of time on Silicon Valley, and now you're building or have built a world-class AI startup here.
Right.
You've nurtured AI talent and innovation from within Singapore's universities and tech ecosystem. But running a business is challenging. So for listeners out there, aspiring entrepreneurs who want to emulate you and your co-founders, what lessons do you have for them? What pearls of wisdom can you share as a final sort of moment of wisdom?
Yeah, so I can't really say about wisdom, but a brief history of myself. I was actually born and raised in China until the age of 15. I was one of the first batch of Chinese scholars coming to Singapore to study at I and RJC. After that, I've been studying and working at Silicon Valley for over 10 years before coming back to AUS for my PhD. And also, I founded a company in China before, and that company already reached a revenue of $10 million last year and becoming profitable. So definitely, I think exposure to the market is very, very important. Like how I've been working at Microsoft and LinkedIn in Silicon Valley for over 5 years, and I've seen business growing up. And I own a company myself and grow the company from $0 to $10 million. So one of the advices which I would give to the potential entrepreneurs in the region is definitely be bold. It's a career which is not very safeguarded. You have to take some intelligent risks. And also for the students, researchers, they have to align their interest of their research into the real problems. This will definitely help foster very strong entrepreneurial, environment for the region. Yeah.
All right, Bruce, thank you very much for your time and your insights. Bruce Young is the co-founder of SapiensAI.
Thank you.
Stay with Money FM 89.3.
To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.